Now at 7, Emory University is making college free for hundreds of more students.
The university says students whose families make less than $200,000 will not have to pay tuition starting next fall. Atlanta News First reporter Niamani Watson is live outside of Emory tonight with the impact that this could have on a lot of students, Niamani.
Yeah, I mean, this year tuition is more than $67,000 for Emory University students. The university says this will allow more students to get a great education without worrying about cost or going into debt. Now, the free tuition is for new or returning undergraduate students through the Emory Advantage Plus scholarship. The scholarship is an expansion of the original Emory Advantage program, which provides grants for students from families with lower incomes. Now, currently about 3,100 undergraduate students receive Emory Advantage. 60% of those students have scholarships that are equal to or higher than the cost of tuition. The new scholarship will increase that number to 80%, making the university among the 5 most generous financial assistance programs in the country. Emory University interim president Leah Ward-Sears says she's committed to removing financial barriers so more students can attend Emory.
They worry if they can afford the school of their choice. They wonder if they should only consider lower cost institutions. With this step forward, we will make it easier for more students and parents to choose Emory.
To be considered for free tuition, students and their families must fill out the free application for federal student aid and the college scholarship service profile. Live at Emory University, I'm Niamani Watson, Atlanta News First.